From the W. Page Pitt School of Journalism and Mass Communications, your home for complete Marshall University news. You're watching MU Report.
Good afternoon and thanks for joining us for this first edition of MU Report 2020. I'm Aaron Dickens.
And I'm Taylor Huddleston. We are a student-produced newscast of the W. Page Pitt School of Journalism and Mass Communications at Marshall University. We air this broadcast not only on West Virginia Public Broadcasting, but also on YouTube. Now, on to our top story.
From a college student perspective, a legit question. Who else is tired of paying a lot for textbooks? Sebastian Morris has this story about why students often pay so much.
Over the course of a year, the average college student spends more than $1,200 on books and materials, according to CBS News.
We can't control publishing costs. We can't control how much things cost from edition to edition, but we can encourage professors here at Marshall to choose lower cost options.
Marshall students say they don't think it's necessary or fair for professors to require the latest, most expensive textbooks.
And you got to make do with what you are making do with, and that may mean I'm going to give you permission to use the lesser edition.
So about 13.5 cents of every dollar, whether that's a textbook, whether that's a clothing item, whether it's a Coke or a candy bar, that goes right back to our academic scholarship funds here on campus, and we're extremely proud of that.
Marshall students like to blame professors for the cost of books and required materials for class, but professors say that publishers are the reason that books are so expensive. Sebastian Morris, MU Report.
A program once offered by the police department decades ago has been brought back. Students say it couldn't come soon enough, especially after a shooting happened close to campus. As Tierra Brown reports, police may become more of a presence on 4th Avenue.
Police officers have been patrolling 4th Avenue in the downtown areas of Huntington on foot and in their vehicles during the evenings. The program began in 2008 and ended shortly after due to the rise of other pressing issues.
I've seen some high crime times and I've seen some low crime times. Huntington is safe. There's no doubt about it. Yes, things do happen, but it is safe.
But students and community members say they disagree after a crime happened on New Year's night. A recent mass shooting happened at this building behind me. Several individuals were hurt that night, and the building, once known as Culture Hookah Bar, has since been shut down. Students who live and work close by say they're glad the bar is no longer there.
Unfortunately, I was working the night of New Year's when the shooting happened, and it was just a really sad, terrible thing that I can't even feel comfortable in my own workplace.
With all the shootings that have happened, there is absolutely no reason for anyone to get shot, but especially anyone around our age who has their entire life ahead of them.
She says that officials should be more strict on liquor and bar licenses, and reports show the bar lacked both. Tierra Brown, MU Report.
Police say they will add a nighttime patroller as soon as they can, and students say it can't come soon enough.
After several months of construction and renovation to Marshall University's Student Center, it is now finally complete. And as Mike Dotson reports, students are seen to be having mixed reactions to the new look.
After much anticipation from students and faculty, Marshall Student Center is finally fully open to the public after months of construction and remodeling. The remodel comes with a more modern look than that of the past, by adding more TVs and a new staircase leading up and downstairs.
My first thought is that it looks a lot better. I remember coming here my freshman year. It was a lot less renovated as what it is now, and now that they've updated everything, it looks really nice with the new food court and the new main lobby for the student center. It looks really nice.
With the remodel and all the new things, Marshall students say the Student Center looks nice and is a good place to hang out, but feel like Marshall may have taken out a little too much.
I believe a little bit more seating. I think they took away too much seating. It's tough to come here and hang out. It's tough to get bigger groups to come down and do homework or eat or hang out. That would be my only criticism.
I think they could provide a little bit more seating downstairs. That was one of the big pushes, that there wasn't enough places to sit, and I feel like they kind of made a less amount of seats. But other than that, no, I think it looks really nice, and I think that the aesthetic is really nice, and they did a really good job.
At the end of the day, Marshall students are really happy with the new improvements and hope to see more across campus, and are hoping that Marshall just adds a little bit more seating in the Student Center area.
I think students really enjoy it. It's a great place to come here and hang out and really just be a college student.
Besides asking for more seating, the Student Center seems to be a big hit with students. Mike Dotson, MU Report.
MU Report will keep you updated with anything else that changes in the Student Center and construction across the rest of campus.
A new contract with Sodexo is providing Marshall students with healthier and fresher food options on campus. As Sarah Rowe reports, a dining hall open to all students, not just residential, is expanding its presence.
Towers Marketplace replaced the previous resident dining hall, providing healthier food options for all students on campus. Main Bowl, the Den by Denny's, and the Fresh Food Market offer meals that meet nutritional criteria based on the dietary guidelines for Americans.
In this world, especially in this town so close to so many like fast food, almost junk foody options, I think it brings a sense of freshness.
Ours is the best place because you have the Den and then the shop over there, and you have Chinese food. I just like sushi because I'm Asian and that's what we eat. So yeah.
I just find it convenient because there's not that much student traffic like in Student Center, and it's like a very nice place just to hang out with a group of friends.
Towers Marketplace practices sustainability by integrating locally grown meat, dairy, bread, and produce, and has gone trayless to reduce waste. Many off-campus students, staff, and faculty are unaware of the healthier food options offered at the facility as opposed to resident students.
So, we do have heavy marketing ramped up, ready to go, that's going to be rolling out here in the next few weeks. As far as changes to the menu, we're constantly changing it. We're taking input from various outlets, whether that be our Student Culinary Council, faculty and staff, or, social media interaction. So that is going to keep going. We have no plans of slowing down. We don't have anything set in stone as far as a menu. It's really what the students want.
Towers Marketplace opened in fall of 2019 after Marshall University's contract with Sodexo went into effect in August. It offers fresh and sustainable food options for students who live on and off campus. Sarah Rowe, MU Report.
Towers Marketplace will be adding arcade games to the gaming center located inside, as well as pictures from Marshall photographers. Students can give input through social media interaction so that Sodexo can continuously provide an experience that they will want while in college.
Money can be a strain on any student during their college years, especially living expenses, which can suck the money right out of the wallet. Are students paying that much for those who live on campus?
Living on campus allows students to have many benefits such as having their own cleaning services, electricity and internet, and water. But despite the benefits, students are still outraged by the average housing price being $3,040 for one semester.
They're really not comparing, for lack of a better phrase, like apples to apples. They're more looking at apples to oranges sometimes. It takes into account your meal plan, your food, cable, your internet, and those costs really add up when you live off campus.
Examples of places to stay that are off campus are Big Green Apartments or The Village, with some of the prices ranging from $364 to $969. And although it might be cheaper than the dorms, aspects such as having to cook for yourself makes many question whether the dorm life is as expensive as it seems.
For the most part, you don't have to worry about taking care of utilities or cooking if you have a meal plan. You don't have to worry about like maintenance, or anything like that. I would say if I was just focusing on school and that was the only thing I had to work on, then it'd probably be better to live on campus solely.
The only difference is instead of it's one payment up front, which kind of gives you that little bit of sticker shock, it's a little bit here or there kind of every day or each month that you might not really notice over time.
Both living situations have their benefits and their downfalls. But regardless, students will always have the choice whether they want to live on campus or off campus. Spend your hard-earned money wise on things such as food and weigh out the pros and cons of where you live and pick the place that best suits you, whether it is on campus or off campus. Black History Month is celebrated throughout the month of February. The Dr. Carter G. Woodson Lyceum works to help commemorate Black history by hosting lectures. The Lyceum sponsors the annual Carter G. Woodson Lecture and featured a very special guest.
Students, faculty, and staff at Marshall University gather at the annual Dr. Carter G. Woodson Lecture as the Lyceum works to commemorate Black History Month each year in the month of February. This year's lecture focused around the 2020 Black History Month theme, African Americans and the Vote.
Our guest speaker today has an important link to Dr. Woodson
and the anniversaries of the 15th and 19th Amendments.
Dr. Evelyn Brooks Higginbotham has become the first African American to become chair of the history department at Harvard University.
As guest lecturer, Higginbotham's speech focused on the importance of the right to vote. She also says that the 14th and 15th Amendments are crucial to African Americans and women in history.
After the Revolutionary War, and you know, the thing about the Revolutionary War is that it was fundamentally about the vote. Taxation without representation is about the vote.
As Black History Month continues to be celebrated, the Carter G. Woodson Lyceum at Marshall University will continue to sponsor other events. Taylor Huddleston, MU Report.
As February continues, the Lyceum will put on other Black History Month events such as a lecture from the U.S. Surgeon General, the Diversity Breakfast, and more. For more information, visit www.marshall.edu/Woodson Lyceum.
Internships are very important for students as they get closer to finishing their course of studies. Students focus on many aspects before they apply for internships, and money is one of them. And as Fareed Butt reports, students are more interested in internships, which are paid rather than unpaid.
When students want to learn more about their course of studies, internships help them to gain hands-on experience in their fields.
When you go into an interview, a professional interview, their first question is, what experience do you have? And that's really hard for a student to be able to say, I have any experience at all.
I think personally for me they've been really important because they've not only helped me finish my degree faster, but I've made some really great connections along the way professionally.
For students, internships are a step further towards their goals and career, but some say working unpaid might not be very helpful.
Do you want to draw me? It'll be great experience for you, they're doing you a favor by giving you this added hourly unwanted work that you didn't sign up for.
I would not advise it because unless it's so great that you're I have to do it.
Unfortunately, not every employer offers a paid internship. Does the unpaid experience, is it as good as the paid experience? Yes. In most cases, you're getting as good experience.
Paid or unpaid, internships help students to have a hands-on experience on their course of degrees, and it's only a matter of time when their internships becomes their full-time job. Fareed, MU Report.
Just a few years ago, the courts all but ordered companies to stop the practice of using unpaid interns to do a job company would pay normally for. The court said it was basically stealing from employees for company profit. While the ruling prompted many to change their ways, workers, advocates say many more will still do it. That's all the time we have for this edition of MU Report. Our newscast content is generated by the students in the W. Page Pitt School of Journalism and Mass Communications. MU Report is a television lab, and this class is our capstone experience. We're glad you're watching. You can always catch this newscast on YouTube, and be sure to follow our reporters on Twitter and MU Report on Facebook. I'm Taylor Huddleston.
And I'm Aaron Dickens. Have a great day.